It's a nasty drizzly day. We're only going to be in the 60s. So today I'm going to go ahead and do the kitty hair on this panel. I put the phosphoric acid on it, which mostly protected it, but we did get some surface rust again. So I'm going to do the treatment over and then blow dry it with my heat gun, and then we'll get ready to do the kitty hair. Alright, let's review where we are. So there was some rust still in some of these pits, so I wire brushed it with a hand wire brush and put some navel jelly on it. Wire brushed some more navel jelly, and they all look nice and clean. So then I use a red Scotch-Brite on it to get it all clean. And so now I'm going to go ahead and tape it up, and then we'll wax and grease remover it, and then we'll mix up our key here. Alright, so I've got that board's kind of cool. It has 100 sheets of resin-proof paper for mixing on, so you don't have to use cardboard, which sucks the resins out of the mix. And then you don't have to clean it because you just rip it off. And so I got my kitty hair with a golf ball size and then about a pea size of hardener, so I'm going to mix those up, and then I'm going to start spreading. And as a reminder, this stuff is used instead of Bondo because it's basically like fiberglass resin, and so it's impervious to water. And what I've seen on my friend Pete is he really emphasizes pushing down to work it into the metal. Not sure what my working time is going to be. Obviously there's the factor of the hardener. But it's humid, but it is cooler because we had a front come through. I think it's starting to set. All right, so we'll let that set up. One of the tricks that I saw, I think it was Kevin Tetz on the Eastwood's web series, Hands on Cars, that he shared was using wax and grease remover to clean up your thing, your spatula, before it sets. And that way it will be nice and clean and ready to go. All but brand new. See, all clean. And then for the board, let's see. Actually, don't know how to remove the sheets. And all clean. We're going to go ahead and remove that tape. And we'll put more tape when we make a second pass. But we don't want the tape getting locked down in the filler. Then it'll be there forever. So we'll let this set up. We'll probably just knock it down with some 80 grit just to kind of smooth any of the, lumpies out before we clean up to do another pass. This should seal any pinholes in the welds and be waterproof. So another one of the tricks that Kevin Tetz mentioned on Hands on Cars is that when you do the stuff that the resins will come to the top and be kind of sticky, which gums up your sandpaper. But apparently if you can get your wax and grease remover open, or not, Um, um, well, this could be annoying. But it'll, the wax and grease remover will take that top layer of resins off, making it so that you can sand it more easily. So we'll give that a try. All right, this stuff is fiberglass, so I'm going to do my dust mask. Corvette people like fiberglass in their lungs, but the rest of us don't. All right, we'll vacuum it up. Vacuum it up, and then we'll wax and grease remover, or I guess tape it, then wax with grease remover, and we'll do another layer. All right, you can see again, we have our second batch. Got about a pea on a golf ball, so we'll go ahead and mix that up. if you look on the panel, you can see that there's darker spots that are lower. I still hit them with the sandpaper to make sure there's some tooth, although that's probably redundant since we're within the recoat window. But hit those areas first. I'll make sure that I do get the filler in the bend there, because that's where the welds are to attach the outer seal to the inner. And the way the Jaguar did that, there's not a lot of overlap. Okay. Up. Okay. See how that goes. Yeah, that's a really nice trick. So I've tried to peel this stuff off before. And this is much easier. Another glove bites the dust. All right. Let that set. All right. We got our second coat. It's tacked up. The resin has come to the top, so it's kind of sticky. And go ahead and wipe that sticky off. vacuum it, start over again. Alright, real quick, put some finishing putty on it just to fill in some of the dents and stuff, and fiberglass filler, which is not designed to be the final coat. Doesn't really matter on the inside because it's all going to get covered with lizard skin and carpets and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to leave that to dry overnight and go take a shower. The Don't need to worry about this drying overnight because it's not hard like the kitty hair is when it dries.